Hello, my name is Jack Julo.
And my name is Tessa Herzer, and this is the JPII Weekly Update.
Search is happening this weekend, so get excited. Also, tonight is Night for a Night, so welcome to all those 8th graders who get to see what Pope is all about.
Also, to all those thespians out there, good luck as you enter Tech Week and forget the feeling of sleep.
Tomorrow is the Caldwell Classic, and Knights are able to participate in the annual color run sponsored by the Jason Foundation. Be on your best behavior and go Knights. Also, close your mouth when you go near the color sections. They're not pixie sticks, they're dry paint.
Now, here's a teacher spotlight on Miss Smith.
The thing that inspired me to become a teacher was actually my sophomore English teacher. We read the book 1984, and the way that he used the book to teach us about the truths about government and about conspiracy theories, I just found really intriguing. And so he changed my perspective on life, and I thought what a fun job that would be to read books and talk about ideas and influence other people and their thoughts. I'm drawn to English the most because I am a reader. I've been a reader my entire life. My mom would punish me when I was little by taking away my books and making me go outside to play sometimes. And so I just enjoy reading, and I enjoy discussing books and poetry and writing, and so those are just the things that I love, so it was a natural fit in English. Although I did start as an elementary education major until the first time that I visited a kindergarten classroom, and a little boy asked me to zip his zipper for him after he went to the bathroom, and I thought, I can't do this for the rest of my life, so I switched to English. My favorite book to teach is probably Huckleberry Finn, because it makes students look at that time in history in a new light. And like I said, I like talking about ideas and changing people's perspectives. And so looking at the book as a satire, I think, is different than many people who might have read it before have looked at it. So that's a fun book to teach. The biggest challenge for English teachers, I think in general, for me anyway, is when my students don't want to read. When my students don't read, it makes class boring, they're not into the topic, and the discussions are very limited. So discussions to me and hearing student perspectives are the most exciting part of teaching English. And when students don't read, they don't have much to discuss or talk about, and it's sort of a lonely discussion. I don't know. I guess students have come back to me and told me that they've continued creative writing, which I think is awesome, or that they went to college being confident writers, and or they remember a book that we talked about in English and it changed their perspectives. But over the years, I've heard little bits from different students, and that makes it all worthwhile. Writers Cafe is in the middle of April, and we will have some posters and flyers around the school, and English teachers will invite students to participate in Writers Cafe. So April is National Poetry Month, so we thought the middle of April would be a great time to have Writers Cafe and celebrate poetry, writing, and student work.
Model UNers, the Arkansas Model UN Conference begins on Thursday, November 16th, and lasts till Sunday, November 19th. Be prepared and make Mr. Sabo proud.
Now, here's Ethan with the weather.
How's the weather, Ethan?
It's hot! Thanks, Ethan. And other news, the fall production of You Can't Take It With You takes place next weekend on Friday, November 17th at 7 o'clock, Saturday, November 18th at 7 o'clock again, and then on Sunday it's a matinee beginning at 2 o'clock. Make sure to buy your tickets in the Commons next week for a discounted price.
Now, here's a student spotlight on Devon LeCave, who is part of the upcoming fall production You Can't Take It With You.
Favorite thing about JPII is how available the teachers make themselves for like tutorials and things generally, because it really helps sometimes. Even if you're really good at something, you can always get help. Favorite class currently is A-Push because I like history, and Mr. Griffith is amazing. It's a lot of fun, great cast, as always. Great set design. I mean, it's going to be a great time. He is a loud, big, burly Russian guy. That, I mean, I guess I got cast for the part, and I feel like sometimes on stage it's a little weird trying to put on the accent, but at the same time it's a lot of fun. It's a challenge. Definitely the theater family, just because you become great friends with everyone. It's really important that you're all friends, because otherwise it doesn't work on stage, and it's something I'm going to miss, just being able to hang out with people and sort of, they understand me in certain ways that other people don't. If you go to You Can't Take It With You, it's definitely worth it. I mean, tickets aren't that expensive, and I mean, go with your friends, have a good time, laugh at things. I mean, there's no reason not to. So many people are like, oh, it's so lame. There's no reason not to. It's like how if you would go to a musical concert. Just do it.
Lastly, students, make sure you begin signing up for Grandparents' Breakfast if you are interested in that.
Also, make sure you check out the new poll on the Herald on the Hill website. And we have a new podcast on iTunes. Tasty Vibrations recently recorded a show about the best fast food value for $5. Check it out. And that's what is happening with Nice TV right now.
Well, that's it for our JP2 Weekly Update. And here to close it out is our very own Alex Garrettson on the streets.
Hello, my name is Alex Garrettson. This week we're going to go on the streets to find out what our students would like to see in the future of our Innovate program. Hello, what's your name?
I'm Zach.
Hey Zach, what kind of Innovates would you like to see in the future?
Personally, I'd like to see an Innovate where I lead it. It's called the Sweatshop Innovate. It's where they make clothing, cheap clothing for different brands, and I take all the profit.
I don't know what I was expecting. What kind of Innovates would you like to see implemented in the future?
Probably base jumping.
What's base jumping?
Where you just jump off a roof.
So,
That's it. Yeah.
alright, thank you. Deacon, do you teach art?
I don't.
What kind of Innovates would you like to teach?
I would love to teach Zen garden.
Zen garden. Alright, cool. Alright, we're gonna go outside?
We have our eyes open closed.
Mine are closed. I'm just really getting into the zen. Thank you for joining us on the streets. That's all we have for this week. Go Knights!